Hello, hello. So, after 2 long days, we are almost at the end of DevReach. Now, some might say this is the best part, this is the most enjoyable part. So, I do want to thank all of you for coming out to celebrate our 10th year anniversary of DevReach here in 2018. So, thank you for everything. As with any big conference, there were a couple of logistical hiccups, and we do apologize for that. But overall, did all of you enjoy DevReach so far? Yes? There you go. Thank you. All right, if you want to keep the conversation going, we are still up on the Twitter wall, and that's the hashtag, so keep chatting with us. If you want to relive the keynotes, those are already up on our YouTube channel, Progress channel. And then, if you did not know, we recorded every one of the breakout sessions. Now, some of them got busy, but we do have every one of the sessions recorded. We will make sure, give us a week or so, we will make sure it's scrubbed up and cleaned, and all of the speakers give us consent to go publish, and most of them are okay with it, so you can watch every one of the breakout sessions on our YouTube channel. Like I said, we cannot hold DevReach without a lot of support and love, and these are some wonderful sponsors who have helped us out throughout the conference, and you all have helped by visiting their booth, and all of them have some wonderful tech raffle prizes to give away, and we have them stacked up. Those are coming up in like half an hour's time, and we'll do it all here. You have to be present to win, but looking forward to giving away some really cool stuff. All right, now let's begin our closing ceremony with a closing keynote. And when you talk about basic human emotions, it's easy to make somebody angry or mad. It's easy to make, it's easy to hate. But it's difficult to love. It's difficult to make people laugh. But you know what's most difficult? Is to inspire another human being. It is really difficult. Here is David Neal, and I've known David for a few years, and I have not come across any other human being, and I include my own family, that is more inspirational than David. Starting from his beard to everything that you do in your career and how you feel about yourself. So I am absolutely delighted to welcome David Neal to do the closing keynote. Thank you, sir.
Wow. Who is this handsome man? That's amazing. I bet he's a pretty cool guy. Hey, y'all. Great. Hey, y'all. Awesome. So that's how we say it from where I'm from. We say you all, it's y'all. And I'll teach you a little bit of redneck English real quick. I speak fluent redneck. And so if I talk a little weird, you just have to understand I'm from the South in the US. So we say you, which is one person, singular. We say y'all, which means 2, 3, 4, 5 people. And then when we mean everybody, we say all y'all. So all y'all having a great time? Great. So I used to work at this company where we had this thing about punching bears. It was about doing hard things and being scrappy, generally just being awesome. We'd have this mantra of like, get out there and punch some bears today. In real life, punching a bear might just end up getting you killed even worse than before. I don't know that I would recommend punching bears in real life. This has nothing to do with my talk. I just thought you'd like some free advice. So some of you are really excited about the content that you've been soaking up the past couple of days, and you're probably so excited to get back to your workplace to unleash all of your new knowledge onto your unsuspecting coworkers. And you can't, this has been really awesome. Some of you, on the other hand, may be feeling just a bit overwhelmed with all these technologies and things that you've been learning about. Maybe you're thinking, how am I going to convince my boss to let me do any of this new stuff? How am I going to learn any of this? Well, and then you got me up here giving you some more information. And I could try to give you a roadmap of where I think technology is going in the next 5 years, and that would be about as accurate as the weather forecast. I'm sure the weather is, hard to forecast here as it is in the U.S. We could talk about the latest JavaScript framework, which is just released yesterday, that's taking over the entire internet, and you should forget everything that you know about whatever framework you're currently using and jump on this new framework. Or we could talk about serverless computing, whatever the heck that means. We should be moving all of our code to serverless and pretend like we don't have any servers. IoT, artificial intelligence, machine learning, these are really hot topics. We should be connecting everything in our homes to the cloud and reaping all the benefits of having a fully connected, cloud system. But what I want to do is I want to give you maybe a little bit bigger perspective, maybe see life through a bigger lens, to let you know that there's a lot more to being in technology than just ones and zeros, that we have a unique opportunity to impact a lot of lives. So I want to tell you that you are awesome. You might not think so. You may not believe that you're awesome today, but you were born with some pretty awesome skills, and there are things you can do to be more awesome. And one of the issues that we have, though, is these lies. Lies that as we get older, we've kind of internalized some things, like lies that we've told ourselves and lies that other people have told us and lies that we kind of observe the world and kind of think, well, I don't measure up. I'm not as good as someone else. I'm not as talented. I'm not as fascinating. I'm not as outgoing as other people are. So I want to give you some truth to help combat these lies. And this may sound a little weird coming from a tech conference, but I want you to really hear the words that I'm saying and maybe internalize it some. So let's start by saying that you are smart. You are strong. You are beautiful. You can sing. Figuratively speaking, maybe. Through whatever ways that you create, you can sing. You are loved. You're loved right now. There are people that care about you and that you will be loved in the future. You are not a failure. In fact, that's how we learn, is through failure. But you yourself are not a failure. Mistakes are one thing, and you can learn from your mistakes. The most successful people are standing on a burning trash heap of mistakes. You are not broken. However you are created, whatever kind of person you are perfect the way that you are. You are wonderful. You matter to someone. You are valuable. more valuable than all the gold in the world. You are never too far gone. You belong. You are amazing. And you are awesome. So we have to combat those lies in our life with the truth. And the truth is, there's a lot that you can do. You are capable of doing so much. And you are not broken. You have your life ahead of you that you can create and imagine and do so much. You are born with this innate ability to learn, and you're never too old or too young to learn new things. Creativity and imagination, they're like a muscle. The more that you use it, the stronger you get. Some of you just need to blow the dust off of your imagination or creativity and put it to work again. A few years ago, I discovered that I have this passion for drawing. And I started out drawing just crude stick figures and lines and arrows and shapes. Okay, it was more like this. And I was just kind of really surprised at how much I enjoyed drawing this silly stuff. And people saw these talks early on and gave me encouragement, and was like, I'm having a lot of fun doing this. I'm going to keep on doing this. So about 3 years ago, I drew this guy for one of my talks. And I spent a lot of time trying to create this guy, and I was so proud of it. And when that slide would come up on the screen, people would laugh. You might recognize this as the ShamWow meme guy, maybe. I don't know if you've seen the ShamWow guy. But last year, I was working on a talk that I've given before, and I was getting ready to look at improving my slides, and I thought, well, I think I'll try drawing this guy again. I've gotten a little bit better at drawing, and so I drew him again. And when I compared the two drawings side by side, I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe how much I've improved in the last 3 years. Now, I'm not telling you this. I hope the point I'm trying to make is, I'm not bragging about my ability to draw. I am just as shocked that I'm capable of doing this and doing it in such a short amount of time. And what I kind of determined from this is just like any other skill, whether it be a new programming language or learning a new musical instrument or something else that you really enjoy doing, it's just a matter of practice. People would tell me, well, you're really gifted at that. And I would say, no. The gift is the spark that's in you. The gift is each day that you have to have the time to build some new skill or to pursue some new passion. I believe the essential ingredients to learning anything is to have determination and practice and patience. That natural talent only gets you so far. There's been books and studies on this, and natural talent is just kind of the lubrication that gets you started. The only way you can be really successful at any new skill is to put the time and the effort into it. So whether it's music or art or drawing or programming or learning some new platform or language, you can do it. So now that we've talked about you are awesome and you have the capacity to learn more and to be more awesome than you are today, I want to tell you that you have a purpose. It's not just good enough to be awesome, and that's great, but you are designed to share your awesomeness with other people. I believe that that your purpose in life, all of our purpose in life, is fairly simple. It's leave it better than you found it. Our purpose in life, we have this opportunity of every encounter, every relationship, every workplace that we are in, we have the opportunity every day to leave each of those encounters better than we found it. You have the opportunity that you can have an impact on other people around you. Those other people are watching you all the time. They're watching you to see how you react and how you behave, how your character, your integrity, how you respond to conflict. What do you do when no one's watching and you think no one's watching? Like it or not, we are human beings and we are designed to live in community with one another. Now, some of us, our industry seems to attract a lot of introverts. And believe it or not, I am an introvert. I'm an extreme introvert. It took me years and years of hoping someday to be a speaker to finally get over my fear of speaking. And fear of speaking never really goes away. But you might be thinking, well, you've got some amount of extrovert in you, right? Well, no. I always believe in giving 110%. I think I've taken the test to prove it. I am 100% off the scale introvert. But one of the things I think is so important as part of sharing what it is that we do, I believe that there's three inevitable things in life. There's death, there's taxes, and there's PowerPoint. Sooner or later, you're going to be expected to give some kind of presentation, to give some kind of information to whether it's your team or within your company, or maybe even asked to share some of your experience with a conference or a meetup. I think it was 2011, I finally got up the courage to get up in front of a meetup and give my first talk. And I was terrible. I stank. But a funny thing happened. It took a while for it to sink in, but I learned this really incredible thing about the power of community. I had people come up to me after my talk and thank me for giving what I knew to be the worst presentation ever given. And I had people say to my face that I did a good job. How is that possible? But what I learned is that there are some people in the world who are really great at being human. They will look past your mistakes. They will give you the freedom to make mistakes so that you can learn from them. And they give you encouragement to keep on trying. Because when we do things like share our experiences with others, everyone in the community benefits. So people didn't remember how I fumbled around with some global ASAX, typo, or my demo crashed and burned. But they remembered me, and they remembered that in some small way, seemingly insignificant, I helped improve their life. a couple of years ago, I had the honor of giving a keynote at a conference, and I told them this story about how I got started and how terrible I was and how, that everything I just told you. And I had more than one person come up to me afterwards and say, I remember, I was there when you gave your first talk. And you're right, you were terrible. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, I can understand, if someone kind of forces me to give a presentation to my team or something, but why would I choose to do something like go out in front of some strangers to share some of my knowledge? But let me tell you that having that experience where you are a catalyst, when I'm able to give a message where not only do people pick up on it, but they have that aha moment where they come back to you weeks and months or years later and say, I was at your talk, and I went and did that thing that you talked about, and it was great. And I also went on to do these other things. That is one of the most rare and precious gifts I have ever received, is knowing that something that I did had an impact on someone else. So I believe that public speaking is one of many awesome skills that you can develop. If I can do this, I know anyone can. And speaking is just, one of the ways that you can be more awesome and share your awesomeness with others. There's this thing called the imposter syndrome, where you feel, well, I can't get up in front of anybody else and share some knowledge. They'll know I'm a fraud. They'll know I really don't know what I'm talking about. Well, yes, that is one of the fears of sharing yourself with other people. But I have been doing this for a long time, and I've talked to a lot of other speakers. This is universal. Everyone that gets up in front of a crowd of people has this same exact fear. And I think one of the things that I've come to discover that I want, the secret is that people can argue with semantics and technologies and best practices and those kind of things, but they cannot argue with your experience. You don't have to be an expert, and you have something that no one else has, your experience. They can't argue with that. You can say, well, this is what I did, these are the technologies that I chose, and this was my motivation for doing it, and this is what I learned. And here are the mistakes I made. Yes, it's okay to admit your mistakes, because that's where you learn the most about whatever it is that you're doing. Your mistakes can be the key takeaways that someone else says, well, I know now what not to do, and that's more valuable than a list of features or a list of capabilities. Your experience is extremely valuable. Now, you may have heard the Dilbert principle, that the most unqualified people rise in ranks to their level of incompetency, usually management, where they can do the least amount of harm. Well, I once worked at a place where I had a boss who exemplified this Dilbert principle. I did not like the man professionally or personally, and I did, he was just notorious. There were, behind his back, people were saying things about him, right? This is not his name. Sorry if your name's Bob. But, he just continued to make life miserable for people around him. And I did everything that I could to get out from under his leadership. Well, case in point, I had to write documentation for every function, every stored procedure in SQL Server. I had to document all this stuff, and no one was ever going to read this, ever. Pointless work is soul-crushing. So after a while, I thought, well, life is just too short to work somewhere that stinks. And I did everything that I could, and I ended up leaving that job and going to work somewhere else. The problem is, this line of thought began to pollute my thinking. It just caused me to be cynical, and you know, when I started having problems at my next job, I'm thinking, oh great, here we go again. It's time for me to look for another new job. Or when other people would complain about their workplace, I would say to them, man, just move on. Just why deal with it? See, we have the privilege, or this great luxury in the field that we are in, that we can by and large pick and choose where we get to work. We can leave one job and go to another. That's not the case for a lot of professions. Other people aren't in such high demand. So I was looking at a new job, and I was trying to decide if I was going to take it or not, and my wife asked me a couple of questions that stopped me in my tracks. She says, have you done everything that you can do, and if you left now, would you have any regrets? All right. When I really thought about it, I thought, well, there are some people I don't want to let down. I've got some responsibilities. So I took responsibility for the situation that I was in, and I did everything in my power to make my workplace and my environment better than it was before. In the end, I still left that company, but I left 1 year later, and I left with no regrets. That year had been one of the most prolific and impactful years of my career. I was so proud of what my team and what our part of the company had accomplished. I realized that I needed to change my attitude. Life is too short to let things stay the way they are. We can't run away from problems. Now, to be clear, there are some situations that warrant leaving a job. There are career-limiting situations. There are toxic, harmful situations. And there are opportunities that come along that are just, you can't pass up. But for everything else, I have this new philosophy. Life is too short to let things stay the way they are. Now, some people, somewhere along the way, you're going to have good people that you work with that leave. And everyone is sad to see them go, and you usually throw a party or something and talk about how awesome they were and what, some of the things they did in the workplace, what a great time you had working with them. And, remember that time you shot milk out of your nose? I'm really going to miss you shooting stuff out of your nose. Well, I got to thinking, why do we have to wait until someone leaves to tell them how great they are and how much of an impact that they've made on everyone that they work with? And so I started to run an experiment. I thought, every week, I'm going to pick somebody in the company, and I'm going to give them some high fives and tell them, what kind of impact they've made on my life and what a great job that they're doing. So the drawing is not all that exciting, right? It's just something I love to do. That's not all that important. And the thing that I would say about that person usually wasn't all that, earth-shattering. It wasn't all that great. The real magic, I want you to understand, the real magic was what everyone else said about that person throughout the day. Message after message. This is what you did for me, and how it been. It was absolutely beautiful. All I did was start the conversation. I had so many people come up to me and thank me for being honored in such a way. And I did this for about a year. I exhausted almost every employee in the company. And it was such a pleasure to be able to encourage people. Because what people really want, what you want, is to know that your work has significance, that your work has value, that you as an individual have value. And that's what other people around you want to know. I want you to be someone who is looking out for other people around you, to know that to stand up for justice, to stand up for to be on the lookout for when people are doing good things, and to encourage them to do it. Now, if you know me, I can't go for very long without talking about bacon. So I submit to you the highest award of excellence, the Bacon Award. When you give someone encouragement and tell them about, whatever it is that they did and how awesome it was, what is it that they want to do? They want to go and do more of that thing that you recognize them for. And it becomes a chain reaction that the people that you encourage turn around and encourage others. And it spreads like cancer. Sorry, wrong word. No, it's awesome. Spreads like giving away free bacon. But you may be like me. I grew up in a family where there wasn't a lot of encouragement going around. We call those dysfunctional families. I didn't know what it meant to be a person that encourages others. It's a skill, like other skills, that I've had to learn. It didn't come natural. So I want to share with you, how easy it is to be an encourager. So imagine you work with somebody named Mary, and you can go up to Mary and say, Mary, I want you to know how much I appreciate the database work that you do for our team. It's fantastic. And not only that, but you are always positive and smiling. You make everybody's day. You light up a room everywhere you go. Thank you for being awesome. Paul, thank you, Paul, for always being there when I need you. I know I can depend on you. I know I can share my whatever problems I'm having at work, and you have some really good ideas on how to solve those problems. Thank you so much. Mark, thank you for always wearing deodorant and for coming to work fully clothed. Keep up the good work. See, it's not that hard. Sometimes you have to lower your expectations, but you can always say encouraging words to others. So I challenge you to don't wait. Don't wait until it's too late, until someone's getting ready to leave, to let them know how awesome they are and what kind of impact they've had on you and others. I got one more story I want to share with you. I'm going to go back to 1982. In the U.S., we have this holiday called Thanksgiving, and the idea is you're supposed to get together and be thankful for the blessings in your life and for all the good things that have happened. And it usually means we're going to eat until we can't hardly breathe. So in my family, in my mother's family, for as long as I can remember, long before I was born, everyone would get together like a family reunion at my aunt and uncle's house, and we'd share a big meal, and there'd be lots and lots of people there, and we would just have a good time hanging out and overeating. America. This particular year, 1982, we got in my mom's car and we drove down, and I don't know if I spent the entire time that day on this TRS-80, but I discovered this in my cousin's room, and I fell in love with it. Like I said, I don't know if I spent the entire time, trying to hack on this thing or not, but I know it made an impression on my uncle. And so, sometime later, my mom gets a phone call. We get back in the car and we drive 2 hours away to my aunt and uncle's house, and there waiting for me is a cardboard box with a TRS-80, cables, a dot matrix printer, a cassette drive, a floppy drive, which is, looking back is probably, rare and unheard of, and this book, Getting Started with Color Basic. This one very kind and very generous act launched me on a lifelong journey of love for technology and livelihood. I can't even express the gratitude that I have for my aunt and uncle for doing this for me. That's made just an incalculable impact on my life. Not only to me, but their example of being so generous and encouraging and giving towards everyone that they come in contact with. What I've learned is that we have an opportunity to make an impact on other people. You never know that some small act or some little bit of time that you invest in a young person's life or one of your coworkers or a student, maybe at a hackathon, maybe there's someone in your family, your extended family, a nephew, a niece, who just needs a little nudge. You never know what one small act could be the catalyst that sends someone else on a lifelong journey and their livelihood. So when you leave these doors today, you have a choice. And I believe that you have those of us in technology, we have an amazing opportunity through the power of computers and the internet and the cloud, how we're connected with communications, that we can have a big impact on everyone around us. My final challenge to you is that you pursue your passions. whatever it is that excites you, that gives you a spark, pursue those things. Go after them. And then, but don't stay selfish. Take the things that you're learning and the things that you're geeking out about, and I guarantee there's other people that would love to geek out about that with you. So be courageous and go be awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I told you it's going to be good. I told you, because I know David. All right, time for some prizes. Of all the cool raffle stuff we have, to kind of streamline the process, I want to invite my super awesome coworker, Sarah, come on up. So, we had a lot of sponsors. Some of them did their own raffles at their own booth, and the rest I would like to invite all of you guys up here to give your own prizes away. Milestone Systems gave away a Polaroid camera at their booth. Excedia gave away an Yabra wireless headphone. All right, and I'll check on the last one to make sure we have it right. But let's start. Progress. We are giving away a few things. First is an Oculus Go, because VR is hot, and a lot of you came to our booth to kind of play around with what we are doing with AR and VR with Unity. So here's an Oculus Go. Oops, there we go. Where is my names? Here we go. So here's what I think we are going to do, because there's a long list of people and you need to be present. So we asked everybody to pick 3 winners. You have to be present to win. So we're going to go down the list, and if none of those 3 are present, then it goes to the first one, and we can look you up and we'll hunt you down to give you your prize. All right, so the Oculus Go goes to Vidal Shalamov, or Kalamov. Yes.
And here you go. Congratulations. Enjoy. Okay.
All right. Next up is a Nintendo Switch, because we love to game. All right, the first winner is, well, the first name in the winners list is Mikhail Kochanov. Sorry if I'm butchering names. Mikhail? No, okay.
I believe we have a company name too, just in case you need that.
All right, next up is Kaloyan Vasilev. No, the suspense grows, okay. Next up, Vladimir Andanov.
Oh,
he was
do we
right
have
there.
One?
There he is.
Yes, congratulations.
Can we have the microphone? The hand.
Yes, yes, all the way from the top.
All right, BD Gaming. Is anyone here from BD Gaming? Okay, come on down, sir. Tell us what you're giving away.
A bike.
Oh, a bike. It is here. Okay, and the winner is, oh, he's actually picking from this list.
Let's put this to some good use.
Okay.
The Rinkursumov.
Yes, there you go. You're going to literally write this home. Congratulations.
There you go. Congratulations.
All right, Smart IT. Anyone here?
Oh.
There you go. And tell us what you're giving away first.
We are giving away 3 mini refrigerators to cool off your beers,
There we
beverages.
go. Well, thank you for the beer
Right
throughout
at
the
your
2
desk.
days. Yeah.
So the first This one goes to Eileen Wood.
Congratulations.
Victor Georgiev, IT Arts. Okay.
You're already drinking beer.
Next one. Veselina Krъстева.
Last one.
Last one. Martin Manov.
There we
Ah,
go.
there we go. Congratulations. Enjoy. Yep.
And now up for the last mini fridge.
The last mini fridge goes to Theodor Tenev.
Oh, that was a fake. Nice one. Nice one. Nope. Nope.
Oh,
Let's move
okay.
on.
Sorry. Just a second. Delan Raichev.
All right.
Are we?
Is
Oh, okay.
Delan here?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Should I give them the winners back in the box or them back in
No, you can go through that last list. Yeah.
Everybody's coming from the top. There's probably some machine learning we can use to figure out where you should sit next time. Enjoy. Oh,
Okay, is Acer here? Acer. Come on down, sir. What are you giving away?
We are giving a wonderful TrailMate, which is definitely going to spark the next David New within you. So let's see
get to
who
pick.
is the winner. Sevgin Hashimov.
would you like to give it to? Okay. Yep.
Thank you, thank you. Nemechek.
Thank you.
Hello, we are giving a backpack with Code the Future. So
Sorry.
the first lucky winner would be Vladimir Ivanov.
No, I can keep it.
Congratulations. Enjoy.
Congratulations. The next one. Hristo Milchev.
There you go. Thank you. Enjoy.
And the third one, Rusica Georgieva. Congratulations for all of you.
Thank you.
There you go. Congratulations.
All right, the next few may be up to us. O'Reilly Media could not be here, so we're going to give away a few books on their behalf. So let's start picking. Sarah, do you want to?
Nope. Either way. Atanas. Ooh, Yeah.
How about
Starts
the
with a
company
D.
name? Endava or Enava? Endava?
Ah,
Atanas Drenovicki.
yeah, yeah.
You will work.
So he gets to pick one. Okay, we have 6 different books. As the first person whose name was chosen, you get to choose one.
But let me read it first. I mean, I think
Oh, here.
it's one, but
No,
it's not
no, no.
You're good. You came all the way down.
But you came all the way down. You get a
to
book.
choose.
Which one would you like?
well done.
So we have.
So accessibility being much for anyone in town, PS React Native cookbook. I'll take that one.
Okay, enjoy.
Thank you.
Next up is Nadezhda Brashnayanova. Sorry.
Okay, I get to choose one of these titles. Oh, enjoy. Thanks.
Evgenia Milcheva.
Yay! Okay. Anyone?
I'll get the VJs.
Ah, oh, sorry. No. Yeah, okay.
Andrew Burnett.
Oh, look at that. So easy. Vue, Angular, AWS.
I'll do that one.
Okay.
Arlin Parfanavov from Barcode Systems. There we
Ah.
go. Is there 2 more left, Sarah?
Just one.
One more left,
Yep,
okay.
one more.
And the last one is, oh. Yes.
Thank
I
you.
could use some help. What? Andrian Christoph? Kristev.
Ah, there we go.
All right.
Everything you want to know about Vue, but we're afraid to ask. Enjoy.
All right, the last 2 things up for grabs is Arena Cinema, which is giving us this wonderful space, and the Dolby Sound. They're giving away 2 movie tickets, and if there are no takers, it's going to be me and Sarah taking it away. And Sarah, go pick. Okay, we could use some help. Could you read this, please?
Clearly, I need to work on my Bulgarian.
Ice from kb.bg. Okay,
Oh,
let's
okay.
move on.
Hristo Maranov from ZoomWorks. Yeah, yay. Did I say it right? Okay.
There you go, sir. Thank you.
One more.
Yes, one more.
Okay. Nikolai Petrov. Oh, looks like we have somebody.
Okay. Thank you, sir. All right, I think that's with the prizes. Now, I do want to invite a couple more folks who have been working really hard, like sleeping 3 hours last night and the night before, who have taken care of all of the logistics to make sure DevReach goes on smoothly. So let me invite Veronica, Natalia, and Galia, and Gargana. Come on down, please. These are the ladies who make DevReach happen. So thank you so much for all your work. Thank you.
And I think Sam is being incredibly humble. All of the content that you heard today and yesterday was sourced by Sam,
Thank
and
you.
he has spent hours and hours and hours himself. So let's give Sam a great round of applause
you.
as well.
I think our speakers are incredible. So, you have had 2 long days. It's exciting to see all this tech, and it's exciting to take it back to your work. But tonight is not that day. Please do not take your laptop out. That pull request, that email, it can wait. There's only one last thing left to do is to enjoy and celebrate the 10 years of DevReach. And this is what we are known for. If you're a DevReach veteran, you know we throw a great party. So, take a little break and join us
Do you have one
at Hotel Grammy for a kick-ass attendee party. Stefan's
Sam,
going to be there with the
Actually,
band.
but wait, there's more.
Oh, there's more.
We have 3 more raffles.
Oh,
Yes, yeah.
okay.
Yep.
Okay. All right. What is it? And you get to pick.
It's milestone system.
Okay, it's Milestone Systems. Oh, so the Polaroid Cube camera, it's here. So you pick.
Here is the guy.
Oh, there you go. We have Milestone Systems. Here you go, sir.
Hello. Is it working? Hello from Milestone. I would also want to thank to Progress of the sponsors and the great talks from the speakers. We'll pick a winner for this prize. It's action camera. We asked only for a phone number, so I'll pick one and call him. You can continue until.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You can actually ring that phone number and wherever he is or she is.
I think we need a drum roll or something as he unlocks the box. This is the suspense is.
Okay. Okay, if the winner recognizes this phone number, 0883 580878, or I can call him. 0883 580878.
So I'm sure you can call and
Yeah.
hunt
Yeah.
him down and get him the
Yeah,
prize,
if he's
or
not
he-
here, we will call him and meet him.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, so let's take a break. Stefan's
Sam.
waiting with the band. Oh, there's more
Yeah,
prizes.
there's more,
I keep
Sam.
forgetting.
Obsidian.
I'm hungry. I need to go home and eat before I do the party.
Okay.
Obsidian.
Excedia. This is the Jabra headphone.
Okay.
And the winner is...
The winner is Daniel Slava. I need my glasses. Slava? Yes.
Daniel Slava. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. And
Is
I
that
think
it?
I think that's it. Yes.
Okay.
No.
Oh, there
one
is
more.
one more.
Come on over.
Oh, Nemechek is here.
Okay, I won't be too long. I know it has been a long day. We have that prize. It's a Google Home Mini. Could you please show the list of people? The other tab, please. DevReach, blah blah. No, no. The other tab, yeah. Up, up, up. Yeah. So this is the list of all the people who has participated in our raffle. Now the other tab, please. And draw now. Right. 1, 6, 7. I think this is in the bottom of the list. Could you please show it?
Oh.
Whoa. They're being really transparent as to how they pick.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Carmen Vahan Agopian. Here?
And that's it. Okay.
Thank you for joining our raffle.
Yes. Yep.
Congratulations.
All right, that is it. So the last thing to do is go grab a quick bite if you need to, and then at 7:30, come and join us at the party. And there's going to be cake, there's going to be music, and food and drinks, and we'll have fun. Thank you so much.